All right. So I've got a gammy eye. So this week, instead of doing something on the table, I am going to do the first round match predictions for the World Championship, which I'm not in. Disappointing. And I've got my beautiful assistant. Say hi.
Hi.
Enthusiastic, wasn't it? She's going to read out the matches because I've looked at the draw, but I haven't really looked at it. So this is off the cuff stuff. And off with Pop.
Ronnie. Do you want me to say verses or ends?
I mean, you can freestyle it, darling.
Ronnie versus Peng. I can't pronounce his surname. Jingzhu.
Can't get the stuff.
Peng Jingzhu.
There we go. So he's a debutant. Great match to play in, obviously, for him. It's not something he should want, really, because he's overrated playing him because he pots loads of balls. But I'm sure he'd be looking forward to playing him. He's under no pressure. He's obviously very good. But I'm going to go for Ronnie. Obviously, I'm going to go score prediction. I'm going to go 10-5. Next one.
Ding versus Hussein Bafeli.
That's for Fi. As you can tell, my beautiful assistant is not the snooker fan that probably you are. But anyway, so obviously, that's a good matchup. That is very heavy scorers, the both of them. But obviously, I'm a little bit of a Ding fanboy because he is snooker royalty in my eyes. Unbelievable player. I do think Hussein can win, though. I really do believe that. I'm going to go with Ding, but like 10-7. But that could go either way. That it wouldn't surprise me if Hussein won. But I'm going to go. I'm forced. My hand's forced.
Luca Breckel versus Ricky Walden.
Oh, and Luca's the seed there, isn't he? Oh. I'm going to go. That is another one, isn't it? It's very close, perhaps that is 50-50 game. I'm going to go for not the seed this time. I'm going to go for Ricky. Mainly because he's more experienced, and of the qualifiers, he's you wouldn't want him as a seed. He's qualified, so he's left pressure on him. He's come through qualifying and he's won some matches, which is massive. So I'm going to go Ricky 10-7.
Mark Williams and Jimmy Robertson.
Jimmy, I don't know. He's played there a few times, hasn't he? So he's nowhere near a debutant. I'm going to go Mark, obviously. I'm going to go Mark 10-7.
I think it's a bit condescending when you say obviously.
Well, he's the seed. If that did come across as condescending, I apologise, Jimmy. You are playing one of the greatest ever. So,
Judd Trump and Anthony McGill.
Oh, banana skin. That is. Oh. I mean, that is probably. I'd say Anthony. I don't know all the qualifiers. He's probably the worst. Definitely one of the worst draws as a seed, because he's got a good record there. He's won a lot of matches there. And that is tough. That is horrible. That is an horrible one to call. I'm going to completely chicken out again and go with the seed. But I'm going 10-8. 10-9. I'm going to go 10-9. Because Anthony could definitely beat him. That is an option. That could happen.
Jack Lasowski and Nupon
Sangam. Right. Oh, that's another bad one because Nopan, I think he's not a debutant. Is he a debutant? I'm not sure. Really bad snooker fan I am. I know nothing.
You know nothing about a lot of things.
Absolutely. And as life goes on, that becomes more apparent. So I'm going to go with Jack again. Going with the seed, obvs. I'm going to go 10-6. But Nopan's a very good player, very heavy scorer. And the thing is, people like players like that, as the seed, You won't want heavy scorers because they can go a bit bananas and win a few and put you bang under it. And Noppon is one of those players that can score. So, yes, it wouldn't surprise me if that was closer.
Rob Milkins and Joe Perry.
Oh, the Milkins. Well, whatever happens, Joe will be moaning. You know what I mean? We all know this. But obviously Joe's the qualifier. So I'm going to go with Joe because he's come through qualifying and he will be obviously feeling good about that. And that is, very hard to call, but I'm going to go with the qualifier there and go for Joe 10-7.
Sean Murphy versus
season.
C. Jahu. Not many Chinese names in the
right, okay, yeah, I know. He can score as well, so definitely. But obviously, I think you've got to go with Sean at the minute. I mean, I'm going seed machine on it, but I'm going to go with Sean because he is banging form at the minute, and when Sean likes to go for his ball, go for his shots, and when they're going in, he's a sight to behold, isn't he? So
he likes to go for his balls.
Yeah, he does like to go for his balls. So yeah, I'm going to go with Sean because he is absolutely flying at the minute. So yeah, Sean 10-5.
Mark Allen and Fan.
Right, okay. Well, see, obviously Mark Allen started the season like a machine, didn't he? But the last few tournaments I've not seen him involved. Not that I'm a great fan of snooker because I don't watch a lot.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I did there, yeah. So I'm going to go Mark. Spirits might tell there because I think Fan's a debutant, isn't he? So which is hard for a debutant. Not many people win on the debut there.
When we were talking about what gives me the ick earlier, I think you keep saying debutant gives me the ick.
Okay, I will not say that again. So people there for the first time. Mark Allen 10-6.
Bingham and Gilbert.
That is a bad one. That's horrible. I'd leave that alone. That literally is a toss of a coin. I don't know about that one. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna go. It's horrible. This is.
Come on, get on with it.
But I'm gonna go Dave 10-8 because he's come through qualifying. That's a big call, and that could go either way. And Stuart's going to absolutely, he's going to slag me off, yeah. And again, it's only because he's come through qualifying.
Ali Carter and Jack Jones.
I go Ali. Ali because it's the first time there for Jack, and I go Ali 10-5.
Neil Robertson and Wu Yais.
Neil, he's not the other guy's there for the first time. I think Neil. I mean, he's probably not one of the favourites this year because he's not had the season. I don't think he has anyway. I've not seen him winning. I think Neil might go there with a good attitude this year because he's been there a few times, like one of the heavy favourites to win, which I don't think sometimes can be an asset. It can be a good thing. So for him, so I think Neil might have a good tournament this year. So I'm going to go with Neil 10-5.
Didn't have a good tournament last time you qualified, did he, Honey Pie?
No, well, that was 400 years ago. So
Kyron and Ryan Day.
Again, bad qualifier to draw. That is for Kyron. Bad one. I'm going to go with Kyron because he's got a great record there. And I mean, apparently he wasn't practicing for the last tournament he was in, but so he's practicing for this, so he'll be playing well. I'm going to go Kyron 10-7.
John Higgins and David Grace.
I'm going to go John. John 10-3. I mean, he's snooker royalty, isn't he?
Gary Wilson and Elliot Slesser.
They are right. That is a funny one because obviously you got to put. Although Elliot's been before, it was with the COVID, so there weren't many people. There was nobody there. So although he's played at Crucible, it wasn't really the same.
Both Northerners.
Both Northerners, yeah. Now, but this is his first real experience of it, which is great for him because it would have been a bit heartbreaking for him to qualify and not experience it. So it's good for him. Now, because they practice with each other, obviously you'd usually put Gary Wilson a favourite because he's won matches there, been to the semis, and he's a more experienced player. And he's a winner this year, obviously. But because they know each other, that can sort of cancel that experience out because they're quite comfortable. So that could be closer. I'm going to go with Gary, but that could be like a 10-7, 10-8 of that. I'm going to go 10-7, but yeah, that's a funny one for Gary, that.
And the last one, Selby and Selt.
Well, I mean, Mark's snooker royalty, isn't he? Let's be honest. I've got to go with Mark but I think I think Mark's over the 3-4 session matches is so hard to beat. But I think if he's ever, I suppose he's more vulnerable. It's in the first match over the 2 sessions. Matt's obviously a fantastic player. He sort of knows his way around the table. If it gets safety-wise, Matt can mix it. So Mark's not going to have that much of an edge on that part of the game as much as he would with other players.
I think on the bad end of his safety play recently.
I have. Matthew beat me. Yeah, he beat me 4-3 from 4-3, 3-1 down. Yeah, but we don't talk about that, do we, darling? No. So I'm going to go Mark, but that could be a tough game for him. I'm going to go Mark 10-7. Is that it?
Yeah. That
concludes my match prediction test. A lot of 10-7s in there. I've really sort of gone out, But we'll see how wrong or right I am. See you later. Say bye, assistant.
Let's hope they're better winning deciders than you are.
They can't be much worse at it, to be honest. Bye.